to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is game time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
Hey, Indiana. Let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game.
Insulting referees, it's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes, it's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline, it's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot, it's not a game.
You are watching IHSAA basketball on IndianaSRN. Tonight's matchup features the Liberty Christian Lions playing visitor to the second-ranked in Class 3A Guerin Catholic Golden Eagles. And tonight's broadcast on IndianaSRN is brought to you by our lovely sponsors. And we start with the Morales Group, building better futures one story at a time. Aspen Creek Grill, why go anywhere else for delicious food? Bertner Electric, providing quality electrical services in central Indiana. Boilermaker 374, we're second to none in quality and performance. Clean Slate, inspired innovation that moves business forward. Piper Logistics, from warehousing to transportation and everything in between. And finally, the HCAC. Boy, do we have a good one on tap right here at Guerin Catholic High School, and alongside the coach, I'm Joey Lindstrom, and Keith, there is so much to like about this matchup. You have the second-ranked team in 3A, Guerin Catholic, and they're hustling all over the floor, and they certainly will be tonight. But you have a hungry Liberty Christian Lions team who is 2-0 against Class 3A opponents, led by Norman Anderson Jr. in his second season. They're looking to play a little bit of spoiler tonight.
10-6 on the season. Class A has a reputation in Class A. As I talked to Jason Chappell, their AD down there, he goes, I'm old. I said, you're not as old as I am, son, because I remember playing against you. So a team, talk to Coach, they're not afraid of this opponent. They think they can make noise because on Friday night they turn around and after Guerin they play Lawrence Central. They're not knocking down anything. They're getting ready for sectional play, get tough, and start on a Tuesday night.
Lawrence Central, and then Noblesville, mind you.
I know. It's crazy.
That is a gauntlet, and then they have their conference playoffs after that. So this could really be a litmus test for this team, maybe going into that home stretch.
If I'm coaching this game, if I lose 15, I'm okay.
Okay.
If I win, I'm ecstatic. If I go to Lawrence Central, I lose by 15 or 20, I'm okay. But if I win, and then all of a sudden you'll see the polls in 1A, because they're not even mentioned in the polls in 1A. They shoot up quickly just because of just playing those people. You should get some nod of something.
Their approval rating will definitely skyrocket just by virtue of their schedule. On the opposite side, Guerin Catholic is in the Circle City Conference, sectional 27, second in Class 3A, coached by Bobby Allen. They were the state runner-ups last year, and they returned most of their starters from a season ago.
What Bobby Allen has to do with his team is this is a trap game, because Friday night they play rival Lafayette CC. You and I have done that in the past. They don't like each other, and it's a bragging right. You have to play 32 minutes of basketball, and you got to play the best of your ability, and you hope you come out with no one hurt, so you're ready for that rivalry.
They had a 3-game win streak prior to their loss against Brebeuf Jesuit in their last game. That was also their first Circle City Conference loss. So you like to think that Bobby Allen's squad is going to be ready for a little retribution, and Liberty Christian is going to be on the tail end of it.
As he told me today on the phone, I hope we wake up. I said, okay. He goes, enough said, enough said.
That is truer words have never been spoken, really.
Let me tell you, as a coach, when you say, I hope we wake up, those kids must have been running a lot.
We will send you to break and be back with more pregame show. 4 minutes to tip. You're right here on IndianaSRN.
High school football fans, welcome back to Friday nights, to pure spirits, to pure sports. Welcome back to high school football.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back!
This is Friday night. This is Indiana high school football. This is your IHSAA.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
Hi, I'm Matt Wolford, president of the IHSAA Foundation, and we need your help. We need your help so the youth of our community can develop advanced leadership skills. We need your help giving high school administrators and coaches the instruction and insight they need to be better role models and teachers. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to IHSAAfoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 160,000 participants here in Indiana who take part in high school sports.
Back here getting you set in Guerin Catholic High School alongside the coach Keith Myers, Joey Lindstrom with you. Let's knock out our key players for this game tonight, Coach. And we can start right away with Liberty Christian. Tamarja English, the freshman, 12 points a game, second in points per game in the Pioneer Conference in the North Division. Kendrick Martin we might lump in there as well. He's another freshman that gets about 11 per game, but you love the way that English plays.
Well, the freshmen don't play like freshmen. I mean, by this time of the year, you're no longer a freshman. You're a sophomore, and they're expecting you to do things. They expected these two to do things right away. They played 8th grade basketball last year. Come on. And the talent they have, they both can go left, they both can go right, they both have a jump shot, and they're not afraid to mix it up underneath the paint. If you don't like to mess with the paint as a freshman, you're going to get beat up. They will beat some people up tonight.
They look a little bit unassuming. You don't think they're freshmen out there.
They were at the concession stand buying popcorn. I said, what are you guys doing? He goes, having popcorn. I said, is that your is that your meal? He goes, no, I already had two Chick-fil-A sandwiches.
Yeah, they're ready. They're loaded up and ready to go. On the Guerin Catholic side, I have a note about Robert Sorens. He's 4th in Class 3A in three-pointers made. He's the workhorse behind this Guerin team.
He is the workhorse, but Jack Cherry is coming out of an injury. He's getting better and better and better. I see him tonight doing a call-out game, so to speak. I think his jump shot's now coming back. He's getting a little bit better in shape. I think Jack could do interesting things tonight.
An amazing comeback story, too.
Oh, my goodness.
To have gone through the severity of that injury that he had to his leg and then come back and play.
But 2 years.
Amazing.
I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you talk to his parents, you understand where the heart comes from, and you talk to Dad, Grandpa had heart as well. So good family, good kid. It'll be a fun game.
And we're going to hear from Jack's dad at halftime, correct?
Pat Cherry's going to be our guest at halftime, yeah.
Love that.
Yep.
Well, that's going to be exciting to see. Getting you ready here at Guerin Catholic High School for Liberty Christian and the Golden Eagles of Guerin Catholic. So glad you're here with us today, right here on IndianaSRN. And we'll be back right after our national anthem.
As our two faith-based communities come together tonight, may we always remember that returning to you in our heavenly home is our ultimate goal. St. Theodore Guerin, pray for us. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. And now, the playing of our national anthem.
Unleash the power of passion. IndianaSRN, always a front row seat. Contact us at sales@IndianaSRN to discuss how we can customize a sponsorship package and that maximizes your brand and exposure. Central Indiana Sports Leader. And we'll head down to our PA announcer for the starting lineups.
Freshman number 11, T.J. English. Freshman number 23, Kendrick Martin. Senior number 24, Jeremy Johnson. The Lions are coached by Mr. Norman Anderson. And now, the starters for your Guerin Catholic Golden Eagles. Senior number 1, Jack Cherry. Senior number 3, Rob Sorensen. Senior number 4, Andy Guerin. Senior number 22, Dylan Moran. Junior number 35, Bryson Cardinal. The head coach of the Golden Eagles is Mr. Bobby.
That we are set for tip. Coach, I throw to you for your keys to the game.
For Liberty Christian, they got to stay focused. They played 3A schools before. They played in big gyms before. They have to stay focused. They have to go get every 50-50 ball, Joey, and I think they got to win most of them. And then they have to be protecting the paint because the bigs are big for Guerin Catholic. For Guerin Catholic, fast pace, rebound, and finish strong.
And we are underway at Guerin Catholic High School. Ty Wayne Fuller Jr. brings the ball up. Liberty Christian in the road Reds with yellow numbers, and Guerin Catholic in the home whites. And right away, going into the brick wall, and that is the Guerin Catholic big guys down low. Here's Moran's along the baseline, and Guerin Catholic's on the board first.
Pretty quick start, right?
Dylan Moran's gets it going, 10 points per game.
6'8".
Yep.
Piece of, he's like a two-pick.
The senior has been pretty formidable down low, along with Bryson Cardinal, who's just a sophomore. Outside Sorensen for three. And a quick back-to-back possession and back-to-back 100%ers for Guerin Catholic. Forces the timeout for Norman Anderson Jr.
And there's your fast pace that you need to be for Guerin Catholic. Tonight's officials, Dave Christensen, Tim Smith, and Bruce Barton is our officials.
And that's a great segue into our first sponsor, Officially Human. Mission is to restore respect to game officials and recognize them as authorities on the fields and courts. Thank you to our officials. Without them, we don't play. Sportsmanship is everyone's job.
I noticed that Sportsmanship was our camera guy today. Comes in and buys everybody a Coke. What a great guy.
I wish he could hear us. He doesn't even have his headset on.
Oh, he doesn't have his headset on. Well, when he watches the replay, he'll know.
Yeah, he loves to watch the tape. Troy Deragowski working sticks tonight.
And Ben Wood doing the 1 and 2s.
Got the all-star crew tonight.
Yes, we do.
Guerin Catholic in a bit of a muddled full-court press. And stepping on the line was Fuller Jr., and that'll be a turnover.
That's 3 already.
Feels like Guerin Catholic has sort of demanded the pace, and I know, albeit it's the first 2 possessions, right? But Liberty Christian seems to not be able to keep
flat.
up.
A little flat.
Yeah, a little bit flat. They fall into that zone through the Lions. Jack Cherry, a few games back already this season after suffering a devastating leg injury. Here's Moran's from outside, and Sorensen the board. And the putback goes.
Sorensen has 5 points already early. 7-0, 6:40 to play first quarter.
Averages 16 a game. One of the best three-point shooters last year in Class 3A and really the state. It was a big reason why Guerin Catholic was able to make the run deep all the way to the state finals, where they lost to Northwood in OT. And Liberty Christian's on the board with a big three-pointer from TJ English.
And once you get him going, you'll feel pretty good. That basket went in. It should get easier.
He doesn't move and look like a freshman when he's out there.
No.
He's scrapping with Moran's and Cardinal. And the jump ball favors Guerin Catholic. Norman Anderson Jr. in his second year of the school, 25-16 record overall as a head coach. Last year, Liberty Christian was 15-10, lost in the regional to Fountain Central 54-52. This is a strong 1A team as Sorensen lets that one fly. It's off the heel. Kendrick Martin gets swatted by Moran's.
6'8" meets 6'2".
You got it, 6'2". Kendrick Martin, also another freshman on this starting lineup for Liberty Christian. I feel like you've watched enough high school basketball to just know everybody's height. A little turnaround Jay and a strong board there from Martin. Foul Bryson Cardinal.
Well,
or do they call that a jump?
Jump ball.
Okay.
We
so
only did
favors
317 games last year, Joe.
And you probably did a little over half, maybe?
I think maybe 2.
Okay. Might be underselling it a little bit.
Okay. Martin.
Sorensen the rebound. He was looking to push pace, trying to find Moran's up top, and that doesn't go. A good effort. Guerin Catholic recovers and keeps the ball.
How about the hustle of Sorensen trying to save that ball out of bounds?
This Guerin team lost hardly anybody. They lost Matthew Wagner, who was their big man last year, and Kamia Chandler at 11 points per game. So they took a hit a little bit, at least from their guard play, but that allows somebody like Andy Caron to step up. Turnover here, and great pushing of pace there from TJ English. He's got all of Liberty Christian's points. And Moran stepped on the line.
Both teams now with 3 turnovers. Pace was a little bit faster than what I think Moran thought the ball was going to go to.
Liberty Christian 10-6 coming into today. Guerin Catholic 12-5. Still have well over a month of play before sectional time. These two teams are going to be well informed by then, I'm sure. Martin misses, and it's rebounded there by Cardinal. Cherry will bring it up into the zone of the Liberty Christian Lions defense. Sorensen off the front and Martin the board. And in transition, maybe he got interfered with a little bit on the shot by Fuller Jr. And outside from 3, Kedrick Martin knocks his second down.
Stepped into the three-pointer. First lead change. First lead for Liberty Christian at 8-7.
Into the teeth of the zone. Cardinal gets it to fall. Count the bucket.
Now, Joey, I know you're awful young. You probably don't remember Brian Cardinal. Purdue great.
I don't actually.
That's his dad. That's exactly what his dad used to do. Just finds the hole, goes hard, strong finish.
I wouldn't want to be Bryson when he was growing up playing 21 against his dad in the driveway.
Or his mom.
Or his
mom
yeah.
was a Division I star.
Okay. That's good intel right there. Great steal when Sorensen was trying to get in transition, but a double dribble from Jordan Harrelson turns that ball over for the Lions.
You were talking about Coach Cardinal came in early, watched their girls practice as sectional begins on Tuesday night. We'll cover in the championship game at Chittard. And she goes, everybody's healthy, may have a shot. Okay, and got to go and finish his practice. So hello to you, Coach Cardinal. Thank you very much for spending some time with us this afternoon.
Sorensen up top, Moran's down low.
Now that's exactly how Troy did in Horst this afternoon.
That's why he swept you, right?
Yep.
That's a statement. That one's off. Rebound underneath for Johnson. Doesn't go. Sorensen, Morantz again. Back to back. Sorensen to Morantz. And the lead extends to 6. How about this, Keith?
There's no trampoline there, folks. That's just him. That's pretty awesome.
Broken play underneath. Liberty Christian takes advantage off the putback. I am so impressed by TJ English. His first quarter, he's got 7 of Liberty Christian's 10.
And he looks like he's just got a nose for the ball. Finds where the ball is and gets it.
Sorensen from outside. Man, when you give him a little bit of room, he is lethal from deep. He's got 7 as well. And Bobby Allen takes a timeout. Quick 30. Give us some time to tell you about Tam's Sweet and Savory Cafe, offering traditional food like Grandma used to make. A great staff and even better food. Check us out Wednesday through Sunday. Call ahead 317-760-1640.
Tomorrow's Wednesday, right?
That's right. That means Tam's is open.
Biscuits and gravy.
All right.
Yeah.
So you can see Keith there tomorrow morning after you heard this ad.
Tomorrow morning about 9:30.
But make sure you call ahead.
No, I don't have to call. I got my own chair.
Etched eternally, I'm sure.
In fact, Tam is probably listening today because she likes to watch the broadcast. So,
well, hello, Tam, and thank you for the sweet and savory goods that you provide Keith and the entire IndianaSRN crew.
Well, okay, Keith.
I'll have the regular.
Okay.
Liberty Christian hanging tough with Guerin Catholic. A couple turnovers leading to baskets for the Golden Eagles. Have extended the lead. But the Lions keep it tough. Thanks to their 2 freshman guards, Kendrick Martin and this guy, TJ English, who knocks another one down.
He's got 9, Joey. If he stays hot, they can stay in this.
I think they've got a star in the making. He averages 13 a game. He's got 9 in the first quarter.
And a freshman, folks.
And a turnover for Guerin Catholic the opposite way. You know, we thought that maybe Liberty Christian might be able to catch lightning in a bottle here today because of their tough schedule ahead. They know they got to prepare. This might be a litmus test. We're seeing some good play from them on defense as well.
And during that last time out that Bobby Allen called, coaches running a defensive scheme, and actually the same scheme he probably talked about affected a turnover.
I think you're so right. They switch in and out of that man-to zone so far. Dixon from outside off the heel, and Sorensen the rebound. He's got 4 boards already. Moran's inside to Cardinal. A little spin off and a double dribble.
5th turnover.
You know, with these Bobby Allen coach teams that you're going to get pace. And I think sometimes you got to give a little bit because you might sacrifice turnovers for some of that pace.
Legs are faster than the ball, right?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I did watch you play basketball. I remember, yes. But.
High arc. Underneath, and good hustle from Dixon to try to keep that ball alive. Sorensen collects it. Guerin Catholic going the other way. Underneath, Guerin outside to House for 3. Off the front, and Martin the board.
Don't foul, go straight up. Good defense.
Golden Eagles back into a zone in the half court.
I love Coach Anderson. He's just so vibrant on the bench.
He really is. He's into it.
Yes, sir.
As you would imagine most coaches are, but
yeah,
sometimes you get the laid back. I like the guys who are intense and into it.
I kind of fell asleep when I was on the bench coaching.
First shooting foul of the day, and Amarian Page will go to the line. Well, not the first shooting foul. First true shooting foul where we get 2 free throws. Give us a chance to tell you about Wheeler Mission. For 125 years, Wheeler Mission has been a pillar in the Indianapolis community, providing help, hope, and healing to people in need. Volunteer today at Wheeler Mission and call 317-686-6239. Marion Page, a 6'6" junior, tallest player on the team for Liberty Christian. They've been in that zone, so he hasn't really had to face the height too much of Bryson Cardinal and Dylan Moran's, but regardless, you'd love to at least have a 6'6" guy down low.
Miss both free throws. That could hurt you.
Gotta make your free throws at this level, especially when you're playing the second-ranked team in 3A and you want to pull an upset maybe. Cardinal, tough bucket, and it falls. Second and 1 opportunity for Bryson Cardinal in the first quarter.
He's got 5 points on the night, folks, down in the baseline. He's just so tough to be stopped. 6'8", maybe not as strong as he'll get, but that's just strong basketball right there. Nice play. You saw the little flex before after the game, after the play. I love the purple shoes. I talked to him about that during the game before he stepped foot. The purple kicks, kind of like it.
I think those are in your future, Keith.
The purple kick. Well,
yeah.
I got black kicks on tonight.
Yeah, understated. I like it. 20-12 our count, and Liberty Christian trying to edge back into this lead, into this deficit rather. And Guerin Catholic has held the lead for the entire first quarter. It was as close when we got to the teens as 2. Final shot for Robert Sorensen. And a tough board from Jelani Dixon got up. And that is where we end our first quarter of play. Guerin Catholic holds the lead by 8. You're watching Indiana SRN, where you always have a front row seat.
truly making a difference in the lives of our neighbors in need.
Welcome you back here on IndianaSRN. Alongside the coach, Keith Myers, Joey Lindstrom with you. All Guerin Catholic in that first quarter, Keith, but it felt like Liberty Christian was starting to itch away and figure out some different systems that might work against this Golden Eagles team.
Then the last couple of turnovers affected the three-point baskets, really affected the score a little bit.
2 players scoring for Liberty Christian so far, Kendrick Martin and TJ English. Guerin backdoor, Moran's shooting foul.
I think that's going to be on Johnson. Nope, Jay, check that.
It'll be on TJ English, in fact. That is his second.
That could hurt you a little bit. He's your offense.
Certainly have to be cognizant of that. There's no doubt. I love how Norman Anderson Jr. trusts the 2 freshmen to really get it done with the rock. For a team that had a winning record last year and went all the way to the regional,
yep,
to reload like this with 2 young players like that, that's pretty impressive. Moran's makes the first, goes over on the second. And a 3, the bank is open on a Tuesday, of course.
Ben
Grissom knocks it down.
He called it, I heard it.
And then a travel onto Marjay English on the opposite end. Norman Anderson getting fired up. He says that's a jump ball.
Here's the interesting thing. They called a jump ball. They called travel. They also called a jump ball. It would have been Guerin's ball anyway. So,
yep.
But you're fighting for your kids. I love that. Uh-oh.
Stolen away. TJ English, open lane. Doesn't overthink it. Easy layup. He's got 11 in the first half.
That's Guerin's 6th turnover on the night.
Moran's outside to Karen. And a foul from Jelani Dixon.
Second team foul of the quarter. First time we have worked with each other this year. Do you like the new foul rule, 5 fouls each half?
I do, actually. I think that makes the game, it makes it it adds a little more responsibility, right, to the defense. And I think that's helpful. At the same time, you know, there is always I could play devil's advocate here. There's always the times when the games drag out because of that. But overall, I mean, you have to love it.
Foul is on Martin, his second. So he has Martin and he has English with both 2.
Andy Karen on the outside. Moran's decides to load it up from 3. And a rebound by English. English inside the top of the key. That one was off and rebounded by Cardinal.
I think he was expecting contact, Joey.
Yep. Liberty Christian giving Moran's all he can handle on that scrappy pressure.
Quick
Stolen
hands.
away nicely by Jeremy Johnson. And the layup falls. Boy, that was good patience from Johnson underneath the basket. Cardinal, nobody around, and good defense to recover there by TJ English. The freshman doesn't play like one. And back the other way, Liberty Christian with Kendrick Martin.
They cut it within 6.
Lions are back in this.
Got quick hands.
The Lion faithful rising up here at Guerin Catholic. Martin spins through, hacked by Bryson Cardinal. He'll go to the line.
Now I'm telling you, folks, I would have still be sitting down, laying down after that collision.
Would have had to bring out the
oxygen. The stretcher.
Stretcher, thank you. That's the word I was looking for.
Have to call Debbie. Got some good news and some bad news, Debbie. He is breathing, but he's broken.
But you can't break your spirit.
2019.
Martin knocks down both.
We got two other games going on the network at halftime. Morrisville Christian taking on Central Christian, 38-21 at halftime. We'll keep you posted on all of our games tonight on the network.
Guerin floater. That was a tough drive there. Cardinal on the ground. Did he travel? He did. And Liberty Christian maybe has caught a little lightning in the bottle. 5:20 to go in the second quarter. 4-point game now. They're on a 7-0 run.
They have 10 turnovers already in this game.
Guerin does?
Unofficially, yes.
TJ English with 11 so far. Too shy of his average. Outside, Martin from deep. Just short, and that would have blown the roof off our side, at least for the Liberty Christian faithful. Guerin from three to try to answer, and Guerin Catholic is 0 of its last 5 possessions. Liberty Christian trying to go fast and turning the ball over in the process. I love the pace of this game. We're just going back and forth. This Cardinal tries from 3.
Oh,
that
my.
one's long.
Look at this pass.
Spat out to Fuller Jr. How about these Lions? Bobby Allen still not taking a timeout. They're for the last 6 field goals.
He's making them work through this. There are times where you literally, as the coach said, let him die or let him find something to get done.
Sorensen underneath and another turnover. Good D from Liberty Christian. Nice pass. Dixon underneath the basket. Didn't quite have the room for his hand.
I guarantee you, Joey, if that went in, this place would have went nuts on our side.
Foul there from Ty Wayne Fuller Jr. And that is his third. Liberty Christian with 4 fouls. 1 to give until Guerin's in the bonus. Arkenau is in for Guerin Catholic. Stolen away by Jeremy Johnson. And a foul on Bryson Cardinal, his third. His second, rather, excuse me. Guerin has been on a 3.5-minute scoring drought. English gets the foul.
Went inside to the big fellas.
Boilermakers Local 374 represents highly skilled, highly motivated workers in field construction and metal fabrication throughout the state of Indiana. Start your career with Boilermakers Union Local 374 at 219-845-1000. How about Tamarja English?
I got him unofficially for 12.
As do I. Chance to make it 13 here and tie the game here in the first half.
Be our second tie of the night.
And he does. We told you Liberty Christian was here to play now.
Yes, we did.
They're 2-0 against Class 3A teams. They have 6 4A teams on the schedule. They are well seasoned for a battle like this. Morantz outside. Arkenau loses the handle. It's stolen away by Jelani Dixon. Little hezzy, and Liberty Christian takes the lead. Bobby Allen still not taking the timeout, and the Lions are back in a press. Underneath, Morantz ends the scoring drought for Guerin of more than 4.5 minutes.
Morantz with 9.
From outside, that doesn't go. And a foul to follow from Amarian Page over the back.
And I do believe now Guerin will go down to the other end and shoot double bonus.
That is the case. So that helps the Golden Eagles here and stops the bleeding a little bit.
It was almost a 4-minute drought.
It was over 4 minutes.
Is that right?
Yep. I'm at about 4:20. Now send Sorensen to the line, and this is the guy that you probably don't want shooting free throws if you're the opponent, and certainly do if you're Guerin Catholic. But how about these Lions? This is certainly maybe not what Guerin Catholic expected for this team to come out so hungry.
Well, I guarantee you, Bobby Allen saw them play on film, and he knew what they had. These kids, again, could have been a trap game. You know, you look forward to the Friday night game, and you're not looking forward to the next game. They know they were in a fight now.
That was a 13-2 run. No, 11-2 run for Liberty Christian through the better part of this quarter. Here's Martin, one stud freshman underneath to the other, and a shooting foul. Well, a big key for you, Coach, was to win the 50-50 balls and protect the paint.
Yes.
At the end of the first quarter, it wasn't looking like that second key was happening too much for Liberty Christian. They've really locked into that, and they've won the 50-50 balls. They're winning the turnover battle right now.
Yeah, Guerin Catholic with 13. Unofficially, Liberty Christian, I have it for 7. In a game like this, you're probably going to have 18.
Especially with the pace that these two teams play with.
That's going to hurt him, though. You got to hit down free throws. They knock down their free throws, they're up by 2.
Right.
Oh, he got away with that travel.
I think so, too. Malcolm Howes, we call walking. He'll take the 3 here, and won't fall for him there. Johnson, a tough rebound. Back out to Fuller Jr., who's got 3 fouls. You ought to be mindful. Most of the starters still in for Liberty Christian have yet to come out. Cherry got his pocket picked. Underneath, Martin. Finding Page. And a turnover for Liberty Christian. Sorensen from deep. Got it. His 3rd 3 of the day. Certainly helps stop the bleeding. Guerin's out to a 5-point lead again.
Sorensen has 12 unofficially.
English with 3 guys around him.
Knocked him down.
Yep. Draws the foul. Jake Grissom, the guilty party on that one. So you'd like to think, at the very least, if you're Liberty Christian now, you get 10 days off after this game, then you're home against Lawrence Central, you're at Noblesville after that, then you play in your conference playoff tournament.
Pioneer Division has University in that conference.
They're in sectional 55 in 1A, Tri-Central, Cowan, Daleville, and Anderson Prep.
Greenwood Christian is in that Pioneer Conference. Pretty tough, good Class A basketball in that conference.
And that is 0 for his last 4 at the line for TJ English, and he's been so good from the field tonight, less so from the charity stripe. Arcano, he gets stolen away from by Martin, and a jump ball to follow. This favors Liberty Christian. So now if you're the Lions, Keith, you stand with 1:15 before half and a 5-point deficit. Are you trying to go from beyond the arc? Are you trying to hit it inside?
Oh, you got to go back inside. You got to get the big fellas in foul trouble.
Fuller Jr. dribbles that ball off his knee.
Their 9th turnover of the game.
And that's been plaguing them for the better part of the last 2 minutes. And Moran's checks back in for Guerin Catholic.
And if you're Bobby Allen, you're just looking for some spark to help your team move along, because he knows it's a struggle right now.
Full court press here for Liberty Christian. Morans and Guerin Catholic now turning it over again. Is that 14 on the night? Martin, easy layup, back within 3. Martin's got 9 on the night. Morans, no. Sorensen, yes, on the putback. He's got 14.
He has
as
saved
impressive
you a little
as
bit.
ever.
He saved you a little bit down the stretch here.
Oh,
my goodness.
DJ English.
15.
A little spice. He's making a name for himself, not just in Class A, across the state. This kid's for real. Seconds winding. Guerin Catholic holds a 3-point lead over Liberty Christian. It's Sorensen to Morans outside. That one's long. Can the Lions get one off? Big shot here from Harrelson over top. And what a first half we had in store for you. We promised a little bit of drama. We told you Liberty Christian might be lightning in a bottle, and that's what we got.
You know, you look at the turnovers, unofficially 16 for Guerin Catholic that half. For Liberty Christian, again, 9. We'll look at the final stats when we get them up from the managers. But, you know, Liberty Christian came out saying, you think you're going to beat us? You're going to work hard. And they're working hard.
They sure are. This is a very impressive showing from a Class A team against the second-ranked team in 3A.
Yep.
Who's our halftime guest that you have coming up here?
Pat Cherry's coming up in about 2 minutes.
Father of Jack Cherry and also a lovely sponsor of IndianaSRN. That's
there
right.
you go.
There you go.
Imagine how that works.
Golden Eagles of Guerin Catholic hold a 3-point lead, and we'll be back right after this. You're watching IHSAA Boys Basketball on IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
We really focus on modern application development, DevOps, so automating the whole process of delivering your solution, and cloud architecture.
It's very important for mid to large companies to have cloud partners because you can't possibly have all the talent you need to address the complex ecosystem of the cloud.
We advise them on all parts of their business. And then when things are defined and we see a clear goal, Clean Slate also then goes and does the work.
We have a team that is very passionate about what they do. We love to solve complex problems, and there's a lot of companies out there that will avoid, getting involved in those things, and I think that's why clients like to work with us.
Welcome to halftime with the score 33-30. Keith Myers with you, along with Pat Cherry. First of all, Pat Cherry and Pat Cherry Insurance sponsors IndianaSRN. First of all, we want to thank you for that. And you've not only done that 1 year, but you've done that several years.
Yes, thanks, Keith, for having me on at this halftime. And, we love working with you guys. You guys do a great job and bringing the game to everybody that's unable to watch it here live.
Yeah, and Grandma and Grandpa are enjoying it as well, aren't they?
Absolutely.
There you go.
Yep.
Let's talk a little bit about history of basketball. You played for Perry Meridian High School. You guys were pretty good back in the day. You had some kids that could play. Kids now and kids then, they're different. Tell me what you think is different, and I'll share what my thoughts are.
Well, the game's changed. Today, when I played, this shows my age, we didn't have the three-point line.
Right.
And then the workout, the workouts that the kids, the training and everything is, so much more intense than was when I was there. I'm not sure if intense is the right word, but it's different. They know they have the data. They know how to work out.
Yeah, I think a lot of that is we had no idea what a weight room was.
That's correct.
We knew what Stokely Van Camp camps did, but we didn't know what a weight room did as well. I think the game is a little bit faster too, and it's more wide open. Our games were slow and deliberate.
That's correct. Yep.
So talk a little bit about the transition of coaching for all these years and now sitting back and watching players, and you still got that coaching blood in you. We talked about that before the game. Do you miss it all?
I do, and sometimes I wish I didn't coach because it gets me in trouble for sitting down and watching and critiquing because I get in trouble. But and I don't know everything, but I'm a student of the game. I told you earlier I coached with Dave Enright,
right.
One Hall of Fame football coach, was phenomenal. One of my basketball coaches was Tom Scott, the late Tom Scott down in Franklin. Learned a lot from him. But, I would love to still coach, but Father Time's caught up, and it's time to move on.
Pat Cherry is with us here at halftime. Pat, sectional basketball is coming up. First of all, let's talk about the girls. Guerin Catholic is now playing at Chittard in that sectional. That thing's wide open, but the boys sectional is wide open as well. Your school is hosting that. I think it's the best 3A sectional in the state of Indiana.
No, and I wouldn't disagree. I mean, that's tough with having Chittard in there and Brebeuf and, Guerin Catholic and, and for us to really compete and win that sectional again like we did last year. Now, last year's over, but we got to play a lot better than what we're doing tonight.
Yeah, and the game is, that with the Circle City Conference the way it is, Stub, you told the other night against Brebeuf, you need some help to win the conference this year.
That's right. Yeah, and that Brebeuf team, make no mistake about it, they're really good, solid, physical, aggressive team, and they got after us in the first half the other night, and I think that was the difference in the game. They were more physical, more aggressive than us, and they took it to us from the very onset. So
I would be remiss if I didn't talk about your business. If someone's out there looking for insurance, how they contact you?
Contact Family Source Insurance a couple ways. One, the phone number is 317-884-8046, or you can check us out on our website, www.familysourceinsurance.com.
Appreciate you coming in. Appreciate you talking with you. Really love working with you, and I know we're going to work in the future. I know that for sure because you already gave me the wink, but you're a great guy. And Jack is making Jack Cherry is his dad, so Jack's getting better, and he's going to be full strength in a couple of days, right?
Yeah, he's got a little more ways to go, a little longer to go here. He's got to catch his wind. This is his fourth game back. He looks a little off tonight compared to the last couple games. I'm not sure why, but it's going to take him a little bit more time, but hopefully by the sectional next month he'll be 100%.
Next month. The sectional is next month.
That's right.
Thank you, my friend.
Thanks, Keith. As always, you guys are great to deal with.
Appreciate it. Take a time out. When we come back, first half stats for you right here on IndianaSRN.
Aspen Creek Grill, we are a from-scratch concept with comfort fresh food. You can expect a world-class experience on a great budget. We've got incredible specials, great service. Today's dish that we're going to highlight is going to be our Aspen Blue Sirloin. It is, again, our premium Black Angus certified beef, and we top that with a blue cheese crust. Again, everything that we do here is made from scratch, and it's no different from our steaks. We hand cut all our steaks in-house. So our team back there it's just an incredible team. Everything that they do, they take so much pride in. They put a little bit of themselves into everything that they do over here, especially since it is a made from scratch concept. We want everybody to come, visit us, enjoy some great food with some great service. Bring your friends, bring your family, come have some great food, have a great time with us with some of the best comfort scratch food.
Unleash the power of passion. IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat. Contact us at sales@indianasrn.org to discuss how we can customize a sponsorship package that maximizes your brand and exposure. Central Indiana's sports leader, IndianaSRN. And we welcome you back for our coverage of Guerin Catholic High School and Liberty Christian. Alongside the coach, Keith Myers, Joey Lindstrom with you. Oh, there was a lot to like for Liberty Christian in that first half. They've kept within the lead against a very formidable foe. Maybe a little bit forgettable there for Guerin Catholic with 15 turnovers, but Robert Sorensen, he was our key player, and he's been key for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, you look at the 15 turnovers that Guerin Catholic has had. We look at how many points they scored off of those turnover points, and it's 16. I'm coaching, and I look at that. I'm thinking we play another half like we did this one, and we limit our turnovers. We're going to win this thing. You look at Liberty Christian, only 9 turnovers, but they're playing a faster-paced game, in my opinion, and I think the transition game is weighing toward Liberty Christian, the team in the red. I don't know what your strategy was for Liberty Christian other than let's put more pressure on their bigs because they have a hard time going inside because we have faster hands than they are, and then you got to find number 3 because number 3 is killing us.
Yeah. It's interesting you mentioned the size factor because that was a bit of a storyline coming into tonight.
Yeah,
only one player above 6'4" on this team, and that's Amarian Page. He's a junior, and he can't play the whole game, right, against Bryson Cardinal and Dylan Moran. So
I think also
certainly stepped up.
Possession, the possession here in the first half, 85% of the first half was dominated by Liberty Christian. That's an amazing stat when you look at time of possession a minute of a 60-minute half. That's pretty quick.
Liberty Christian also has to get it shored up at the free throw line. 4 of 10 in that first half.
That's not going to win many games.
Right, but you look at the scoreboard differential there. You see a 3-point game. You might have the lead if you're Liberty Christian, and I'm sure that's something that Norman Anderson Jr. is certainly imploring to his players.
Can I brag on myself a little bit?
Yeah.
I only missed turnover by 1 on both teams.
Yeah, you're right.
I thought, this game's pretty quick, and I don't know anything about this game other than the ball has to go through the hoop.
Your crystal ball must have had something good, didn't it?
It helped. It's those Wheaties that Debbie gave me for breakfast.
There you go. Love that. Shout out Debbie, by the way.
Shout out to her. Also want to shout out to the guys that are watching tonight. There's a lot of people watching us tonight. There's a triple header here on IndianaSRN. As we mentioned, Central Christian and Mooresville Christian. Girl basketball, Newcastle Mount Vernon. That's a big game. That's on our sister station as well. So after we get done here, switch over there and watch their games.
Absolutely. Nothing but entertainment for your Tuesday. Only 4 lead changes in the first half between these two teams.
Here comes that zone.
Sorensen outside. He was trying to pick up right where he left off. Underneath, Moran's off the feet from Cardinal. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
That may be on Martin. If it is, that's his 3rd.
It is.
But he played the whole entire second quarter with 2.
Sure. So did Tamarjay English, excuse me. Morans knocks that first one down. I'm going to give a shout out to Danny Hubbard, the statistician, from Guerin Catholic, and always sending his minions up here to give us stats.
Danny's been doing it for 20 years.
Danny's the man.
Yes, sir.
Morans knocks down his second.
He works the tournaments with the IndianaSRN. That's his. He's shameful.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. So shameful. He's always sporting the state championship ring, by the way. And I don't blame him. I would too. Martin into the teeth of the defense of Guerin Catholic. Left open was Johnson. That one rims off.
My last thought about Danny is he'll do anything for you. He's a great young man.
Yes, he sure is. Cherry, cross court to Sorensen underneath. Strong positioning from Robert Sorensen continues in this second half. He's got 19 for the game and forces a timeout there from Norman Anderson Jr. And we can keep it here to tell you about the Morales Group. Our mission is building better futures one story at a time. We acknowledge the whole person and their individual story. Contact at 317-472-7600.
Congratulations to Pete Smith, who got inducted into Hall of Fame.
Great call. Congratulations, Pete.
Also, Alicia Crawford, a Tech high school graduate many years ago, now coaching at Purdue Poly, is heading to the Hall of Fame as well. So that time of year, awards are getting handed out. I know that we handed out your award.
Is it in the mail still, or?
Oh, you didn't get it?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Is this like an ESPN Emmy kind of thing?
Well, no comment. I'm not even going to make a comment. How dare you say that? That is good. It should have came in October.
Okay.
Okay. You didn't get it, Pumpkin?
No, I didn't.
Oh. That's awesome.
Karen to Jack Cherry, and Guerin Catholic still working against this Liberty Christian zone. Cardinal underneath. That was a tough basket.
8 on the night. Thanks to Jim Barber. He's checking in. He's listening tonight. He'll be here Friday night.
From the outside, and a three-pointer made there for Jelani Dixon.
His 5th. They are protecting the inside paint.
Cherry left alone on the outside, and he drains it.
Well, that's Jack's favorite spot.
Guerin back in the zone. They hold a 9-point lead. On the outside, that one's well short, and a rebound underneath by Johnson. They're going to call that foul on the floor.
Yes, sir.
And Norman Anderson Jr.
I'm not real happy with that. Yeah. He thought there was contact way before. And now he's asked the official, are you sure? Tim Smith down there. Great official crew tonight. Tim Smith, David Christian, and Bryce Barton.
It's Marche English inside the top of the key.
That's too close to him. He's got to get outside.
Yeah. He loaded up. He's got 2 threes in this game.
Cherry stepped out of bounds.
No, I think they are going to say that's Guerin ball. But I'm not sure why.
Oh, they said.
Okay, so there you go. So Fuller was out of bounds when he touched the ball. Wow, nice heady play there from Jelani Dixon in transition. Easy money. Jelani Dixon from deep. He's got 8. Adds to his total and gets Liberty Christian back in this thing within 6. Underneath Cardinal. That one was too easy on the opposite end, though.
Full timeout.
And we will take one with them. You are watching IHSAA boys basketball on IndianaSRN.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Welcome you back to Guerin Catholic High School. Golden Eagles hold an 8-point lead over Liberty Christian, but the Lions are showing a lot of fight right now after Guerin stormed out in the beginning of the third quarter here, Keith.
Yeah, it's really a better ball game that we knew it was going to be a good ball game, but this has really turned out to be a really, really good ball game.
Dixon, a little heat check there. Rebound Cardinal back into the hands of Sorensen. Haven't seen much of TJ English in this half. He says the shot from inside the top of the key. Maybe this is the opportunity for the freshman to show out again. certainly Guerin has had to have keyed in on him. Fuller, pull up. Almost gets the roll for the Lions. Sorensen underneath. That was a foul. They're going to call that on English, I believe.
Now they're conversing on which one.
Yep, that was English. That's his third.
That's his third.
Officials confirming that it was Tamarja English, which will send Robert Sorensen to the free throw line. You mentioned Guerin Catholic as Lafayette Central Catholic coming up.
I like what Fuller did with the officials. He asked what he did. Official talked to him, and he's shaking his head like he understood. Okay, yeah. I got you. The official taking time to talk to the player is really good, and the respect that the player had for the official is even better. We need that in the game again.
Sorensen goes 1 for 2 on his trip to the free throw line. Now for Liberty Christian, going to get back to your keys. Fuller pulls up, though. Pretty quick trigger on that shot.
Maybe not the shot they were looking for.
They've been so good in transition tonight.
I like how they reversed the basketball, being very patient with the basketball, taking some time. Here's Sorensen.
Rebound Martin. Driving through. Great rebound underneath, but blocked was Page.
How did he get in between those guys?
And is that a foul on English again? That's 4 on the stud freshman. And that will certainly ensure that he's subbed out, at least for the time being. And Jeremy Johnson and Jordan Harrelson hop onto the floor for Liberty Christian. So some second half adjustments clearly made by Guerin Catholic. We made mention of the fact that Bobby Allen didn't take a timeout when his team was struggling, when Liberty Christian went on an 11-2 run.
Yep.
Let the boys play through it. Moran's underneath, and he gets fouled. It's a quick race to almost 5 fouls now for the Lions. This time on Kendrick Martin. Not Jeremy Johnson, excuse me.
His first.
That would have been Kendrick Martin's fourth. That would have been some conflict. Cardinal underneath, and he gets fouled on the way up. Shooting foul and the 5th foul against Liberty Christian.
Line foul number 33, Jordan Harrelson.
And what Guerin has done this half is forced it inside, and because they're so big and so quick, it's caused Liberty Christian to respond a little bit slower and get that foul call.
Yeah, they've been a little bit sluggish getting back on defense. That might also have to do with not as much depth maybe as Guerin Catholic has, or at least depth that's had a lot of experience.
Guerin Catholics have played 9 players. Liberty has only played 6.
Bryson Cardinal, the junior for this team, and goes over on that trip.
They're still in this, though. Don't go to sleep on them yet.
This team has made a run before in this game. There's Fuller Jr. Directing traffic.
Guerin just went man-to-man.
Martin underneath. Strong take. Good defense from Cherry.
Sorensen.
Too easy for number 3. He's got 23 tonight. One of the best players in all of 3A. He's 4th in three-pointers made in the class. Fuller on the opposite end. Off the front iron. Good board and put back. from Jeremy Johnson, his second bucket of the game. And a full timeout for Norman Anderson Jr. will take us to a break right here in IndianaSRN.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Don't miss this chance to turn your compassionate efforts into a rewarding experience. Learn more about SFC and ATTC today and embark on a journey of care and compensation. Call 317-531-1811. Passion of Care.
Want to thank them, a brand new sponsor on IndianaSRN. If you would like to get a sponsorship, contact us at sales@indianasrn.org or coach@indianasrn.org. Got a foul away from the basketball.
And that'll be on Marquise Kelly, his first action of the game.
And now bonus is in effect for Guerin Catholic for the next 2 minutes and 6 seconds.
10-point lead for the Golden Eagles. They held a 3-point lead at the end of the first half.
Boy, they are not doing very well on free throws.
No, they have been struggling from the line, especially in this half. Knocks down the second one, though. Can Liberty Christian scratch back into this lead? Guerin has doubled their points for this third quarter. It's a 16-8 difference in quarter number 3. That shot goes. Jeremy Johnson, he's got 2 baskets in this quarter.
6 points on the night.
Maybe elevating a little push press here. Just over 90 seconds in the third quarter, and a 3-ball does not fall for Malcolm House. Opportunity for Liberty Christian here. Fuller outside. That 3 goes for Harrelson, his first of the day.
Transition basketball.
Liberty Christian has incepted a run here. House inside. Cardinal doubled. Got his pocket picked. Stays with Guerin Catholic off of Harrelson.
How about the quick hands?
I love it.
Joey, I'm telling you.
That at least keeps you in games when you stay active like that. They were down 10. They didn't bat an eye.
If I just had one kid, I should still be coaching.
Cherry underneath, finds Karen underneath the basket.
Gotta find the cutter.
His first of the night. And a good way to at least stop what could have been the bleeding there for Guerin Catholic. Zone defense works for the Golden Eagles. Here's Cherry on the run. 5 points for Jack Cherry tonight.
Oh, no.
Fuller gets fouled hard by Sorensen.
I think Sorensen thought he could go through him.
That's actually just his first foul of the night.
Bobby
for a player
Allen.
that plays pretty aggressively.
Bobby, you looked at Bobby, he's going, what are you doing? Just play defense, don't go through him.
Bobby Allen wants to send on the player for Jack Cherry. It'll be Jake Grissom to finish out the quarter.
Cherry's still limited to minutes, isn't he?
Still easing back into play after that leg injury. Foul there from Guerin, excuse me. Oh, no, it was on Jake Grissom. Marquise Kelly. That's a Kendrick Martin. Driving through. Kelly underneath. Tough to go against Cardinal. But he draws the foul against him. And that's the third for Bryson Cardinal, the junior.
I think they let the first one go, but the second one they got, that's Cardinal's third.
Making your free throws was key by the end of that first half. They're 4 for 10 at the end of one. Might be rearing its ugly head in this half. Now they find themselves back down by 10.
If you're Guerin Catholic, you got to maybe go for one here. Bryce says, hey, I want that spot. No, you stay there. Okay. I'm sure Coach Cardinal is watching the game tonight. Hello, Coach.
Yeah, we mentioned the depth of this team. Bryson Cardinal was evidently a starter last year during the sectional run and into the regionals. He played a big impact in that run that Guerin Catholic had all the way to state.
Yes, I
especially
totally
in the rebounding
agree.
category.
Especially in that sectional. You had that sectional.
Yep.
The Watergate sectional.
That was crazy. Cardinal for three. No, and that is how we end our third quarter. Guerin Catholic, a 10-point lead after Liberty Christian started to knock on the door a little bit. Guerin Catholic, we left the crack. Should have closed quickly. We'll be back for quarter number 4 right here in IndianaSRN.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game.
Insulting referees, it's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes, it's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline, it's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot, it's not a game.
Back here at Guerin Catholic High School, alongside the coach, Keith Myers, Joey Lindstrom with you. And Guerin Catholic holds a 10-point advantage. Neither team doing remarkably well at the free throw straight, but Liberty Christian went on a little bit of a run there towards the tail end of the third quarter. Not enough, as Guerin Catholic even answered that with a better run of their own.
Turnovers much better. 11 total for Liberty Christian. Guerin Catholic, who was not very good in the first half, so far 17 tonight. So they only had 4 turnovers in the second in that third quarter.
Pretty amazing turnaround, at least for the.
You think Coach might have got their attention in the locker room?
Yeah, I would venture to say he did. Especially, I mean, we made mention of it. We make mention of it again. He didn't take those timeouts to say, guys, let's figure it out. He just let the guys figure it out, and he said, "I'll take my words into halftime with me."
Difference of 17 games and only 1 game in this season.
Turnover here for Liberty Christian.
That way also your youngsters learn from that, because when it comes down to tournament time, 1 turnover could cost you a basketball game in the tournament.
There's no doubt. Guerin knows about the 1-possession games all too well. Lost in overtime last year to Northwood in the state final. But what a run this team went on. Cardinal with a tough board. He's one of the cast of characters that returns. They only lost 2 key impact players from last year's roster. This team knows that feeling all too well. They still have a bad taste in their mouth from that state game.
Look at the strength and I really believe this, Joey, last year he didn't have that strength. This year he's got enough strength to put that on the cup and finish strong. Good job, big fella.
He had 2-and-1 opportunities in the first quarter today.
Oh, Morans.
Wow. Dylan Moran's
got to block him out.
Yeah, if nothing else, he could do that when you don't block him out.
2 flushes tonight plus that. That's pretty awesome.
3 flushes, I think, maybe.
Okay.
Nice, tough basket underneath. This is Jeremy Johnson. He's got 8. He's been pretty impressive for this Liberty Christian team. Normally averages just 4 a game. Cross-court pass to Cherry. And Guerin content to move this ball around. Near the elbow, Cherry splashes.
That's his shot. In transition.
English. Liberty Christian down 14. They were leading in this game twice. Martin. That's a tough basket to make and a veteran basket to make.
11 points on the night.
Sorensen. That is smooth from number 3.
I got him for 23.
25 now.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
No, actually, you're right. 23.
Okay.
Thanks to Danny Hubbard for our statistician tonight. Keeps me accountable.
Oh,
English!
Strong shot.
That is a tough finish. That's the smoothest and one you'll ever see.
Coach Allen said, he played great defense. What did he do? Well, he knocked him down.
Just his second basket of this half. For how good he started, Guerin Catholic really decided to lock in on TJ English.
I have him for 17. Is that what you have him
Yep,
for?
exactly.
Going to be hard to find an impact player of the game here. Got some stars.
Cherry from outside knocks it down, and Guerin Catholic is on the verge of pouring it on. They have taken over in this second half. Here's Martin for 3 to answer. No.
Dixon with his 3rd.
Liberty Christian will have a nice break, 10 days off, and then they'll play at home against a tough Lawrence Central team. And they'll play at Noblesville, who might be even tougher. And they get their Pioneer Conference playoffs. Greenwood Christian like Cherry underneath, and a foul.
Liberty Christian foul number 23, Kendrick Martin. 2 shots, Jack Cherry.
Martin, his 4th foul of the night. Jack Cherry going for the line for 11-12.
And he knocks down the first. Hey, did you miss any of the action tonight? Catch the replay on our YouTube page. IndianaSRN archives are always on the stream with IndianaSRN.org. You always have a front seat. Cherry goes 2 for 2 from the line.
Unofficially 4 double figures for Guerin Catholic.
Outside Dixon. That one looked good coming off the hand. Moran's for 3. 16 for the senior. And we can keep it here for this timeout.
Let's take a look at our schedule the rest of this week. Tomorrow, if you like college basketball on IndianaSRN, Rose Holman is in action. On Thursday, MTI Knowledge versus Central Christian. On Friday, Bethesda Christian and Covenant Christian girls basketball. It's our last girls basketball of regular season. Central Lafayette CC and Guerin Catholic on the boys. Muncie Central and Chittard, and Sheridan taking on Covenant Christian all this weekend, plus Covenant Calvary Christian and Horizon Christian wraps up our weekend. A lot of basketball in store for you this weekend on the network. If you'd like to sponsor or help with the broadcast, you can do that by coach at IndianaSRN or sales at IndianaSRN. We're looking for sponsors for sectionals, believe it or not. So call us. We can work with you.
.org at the end of those, right?
.org, yes, sir.
.org.
Thank you.
There you go. 20-point lead for Guerin Catholic over Liberty Christian.
You notice I did that by memory.
You did great. You remember both addresses.
Yeah, amazing. Thanks to Ben. He's helping me out.
Shout out to Ben Wood, our producer tonight. And Troy Derengowski on the sticks. Holding the camera. He can really do it all. And to you, Coach, because you do this too much for any person's good health.
Well, I don't know if that's right. A blessing to do it.
That's right.
Martin.
I meant for your good health.
Oh, thank you.
Kendrick Martin has been pretty impressive throughout the day so far, and he's the other stud freshman on this Liberty Christian team that I'm sure this team could really take themselves far into a state tournament run now with these two
very impressive,
at the helm.
Very impressive 1A ball club.
Yeah, no doubt. A two-headed monster, really. Sorensen, that one's rebounded by English. He's gotten a lane to the basket. Cardinal was there and stood tall. Moran's up to Sorensen. Lofted, and that one's in and out. And that is going to be
offensive goaltending.
Yep. Would have been a highlight reel play.
And they immediately asked, why would that be offensive goaltending? The ball was on the rim, slams it, bends the rim down. If it just stayed, it would be okay. But down, offensive goaltending. Okay, thank you very much, Ben, because he touched the ball and it was on the rim as well. Ben does that all the time in the youth league.
Ben's playing in the youth league. Great finish from TJ English.
I think he's on the 5th and 6th grade of St. Pius.
Oh.
Yeah, he's still got some eligibility left.
How about that, Ben? I didn't know that.
Yeah. He's the big man.
You sure?
And they play on a 6-foot goal.
Doesn't have to jump very high for that.
You know who's the athlete in his family, don't you? His lovely wife.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, she could play.
Got a jump shot, Ben? English converts on that and 1 opportunity. Banner night for Tamarja English. 3.5 to play here at Guerin Catholic. The Golden Eagles proving why they are such a high ranking in Class 3A. Sorensen again from deep. Cardinal the rebound and the finish. This will be now his 4th and 1 opportunity.
English will foul out tonight, I do believe. That's his 5th.
It is his 5th. And Jelani Dixon will check in for him. And applause, well deserved for Tamarja English.
I have it for 20 unofficially.
Yes, me too. You'll confer a big night for number 11.
Yeah, he's going to make some noise the next 3 years.
Good scoring night as well. 72-54. By all accounts, this is a highly touted, high-scoring clip for both teams.
You look at this score, and it was a lot closer.
Right.
It really was a lot closer.
Yeah, if you were, as long as John Harrell on his website would say this is 33-30 at half, as Jordan Harrelson knocks that down. He's got 6 tonight. Well, he shortens to 15. You'd think that this one would actually be a lot closer than it appears right now, which it is. You're watching IHSAA basketball on IndianaSRN.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game.
Insulting referees. It's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes, it's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline, it's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot, it's not a game.
Right back here at Guerin Catholic High School alongside the coach, Keith Myers, Joey Lindstrom with you. And what a game we've had. Liberty Christian coming off a few weeks ago where they went to the final in the Madison County tournament, lost to Anderson by 11. This program locally out of Anderson.
They play a tough schedule.
They sure do. And they've handled themselves really well to boot. Now, if this score holds, they'll go to 10-7 on the year, but nothing to shake their heads about.
No.
They're 2-0 against Class 3A teams. Half the teams they played are above 500 right now. They've handled their business as a Class A program. Cardinal, little Euro and it falls. He's got more skills than just being a paint player. That was a good take from Jeremy Johnson. He's been on it tonight. He recovers here and gets that one to fall. 10 points for Jeremy Johnson. That might be a new high. Guerin Catholic heads to Lafayette Central Catholic. And shifts their focus, rather. Foul underneath the basket.
That's a Friday night game. Ben will be back on Friday night along with Jim Barber and Kevin Kuntz.
And that's going to be a lot of fun.
That's a big-time rival.
Before you know, we'll have girls basketball sectionals. We'll have boys basketball sectionals after that.
Yep. And a full slate of lacrosse this season.
That's
on
right.
IndianaSRN.
Coming in March. It's going to be here before we know it.
Cardinal on his 18-pointer tonight. Sorensen goes away with 25.
Pretty impressive night for Robert Sorensen. Continues to supplant his name as one of the best scorers in Indiana basketball this year. Cardinal knocks down both.
Guerin Catholic goes from really, really big to really, really short.
Well, I think when you have Morans and Cardinal out there, when you sub both of those guys out, the average certainly falls pretty quickly. Floater from Johnson.
He's played well the second half.
12 for the senior. Foul here. That will send Nick Balmuri to the free throw line.
Nick Balmuri shooting 2.
Liberty Christian also 5-1 on the road this season. This will make them 5-2. Tough schedule played. Very excited about this team's future and where they might be able to head. I mean, you contend with a Guerin Catholic team like that for at least one half, right? Got to continue the prominence to try to get yourself confident for that second half.
Well, he's continued to run in their offense as well, though.
Oh, yeah.
You know, with 1:05 left, now he's bringing some subs in.
Trevi Martin and Jude Kelly-Rigney will step in along with Julian Carpenter. Under a minute to play. From deep. Van Grissom, that doesn't go. And a rebound now. Balmuri outside. Hayden Rogers also out there, along with Asher Arcanau and Hayden Rogers. I already said him. They'll send Arcanau to the line, 78-61 as we stand right now. Are you calling a game tomorrow night, Coach?
I am not. I'm going to stay home and watch Rose-Hulman.
Okay.
Troy,
make sure the product's good. Make sure Troy's okay over there.
Troy has the ball game tomorrow, so I'll have some it's Bible study night.
It's giving you a death stare right now.
It's Bible study night, so we'll be eating popcorn and watching Troy.
Very, very good.
After Bible study, of course.
Yep. It is a religious experience.
It is.
Words from Ben Wood's mouth.
With Troy Derogowski.
When you watch Troy.
I just hope he gets there safely along with the crew.
Oh, no doubt. Especially with the strange weather we've had.
Yes. 51 degrees tomorrow, though. I think it would be okay.
Yeah, it'll be all right. It's going to feel like a summer day. When a week and a half ago, it was a negative. Actually, Saturday morning, it was negative.
-4 the other night when they traveled to Rose-Hulman the other day. So
we'll take it. Take the strange weather. Guerin Catholic took care of business tonight against Liberty Christian, although it didn't look too promising because Liberty Christian came out firing away, but ultimately Golden Eagles come away with a win, Coach.
Yeah, the impact player today, if you don't mind, I think it's Sorensen. How about you?
I agree. Robert Sorensen, our impact player of the night, right here in IndianaSRN. 25 points to finish out his evening, 4 threes, and he continues his dominance. Any final parting words for the crowd?
I just thank you for working with us tonight, Joey.
Yeah, it was fun.
I know you've been on assignment in other places, and can't wait to work with you again.
Well, I'm always glad to have a front seat with IndianaSRN. It's my favorite place to be. So Thank you, Coach Keith Myers, for being such a great broadcast partner. Ben Wood, our producer tonight, and Troy Derogowski on the camera. I'm Joey Lindstrom saying so long. Guerin Catholic wins 78-61. Have a pleasant evening.